Hello, welcome to the channel and thanks for watching. And a bit of a strange video today with a bit of a strange Games Workshop release. What you're going to see me unbox today, when it came on the community site a few months ago, I just thought, yes, that's amazing, that's bonkers, I've got to have one. So I advance ordered it as soon as it came available on the site last week, and it has arrived. It was about 12 quid, and it is this, the Sassy Nurgling plush. Very, very strange. The first time in living memory I can remember ordering myself a cuddly toy, something normally reserved for the kids, but it is a bit of fun. This may bring horror to the minds of a traditional wargamer, but I love it. Now, it arrived, I thought, I've got a massive Nurgle Bits box, and somewhere is the model that inspired the plush Sassy Nurgling. So I dug it out from the garage, had a real route through to track down where the Sassy Nurgling was. Now, this is a model that comes in with the champion, I believe it was. And if you've watched the channel a while, you know I've actually done really no Nurglings at all for my army because I'm saving them for a special project, but I thought too good an opportunity to miss. Now, thoughts on Warhammer making a plush? It's a bit of a strange thing. I mean, many moons ago, I worked for Games Workshop. I left about 18 years ago now. I remember the talk at the time, a lot of it was, we're never going to do stuff like that. We're not going to have Warhammer lunch boxes and cuddly toys and those kind of things. How the times have changed, but I actually think it's quite a good thing. Why not bring a bit of humour in there? And why not have those little extra bits that you can actually collect? You see here, I've finally found a Sassy Nurgling, and this is how he comes. I'm not entirely sure who called him a Sassy Nurgling. I think it was one of the video makers that used to work at Games Workshop. Now she's got her own channel. I think, I might be wrong, but it's been a name that's been bouncing around for many a year now, and actually really fits this kind of fun little model. And that's what I absolutely adore about the deathguard and the Nurglings, that it's just a bit of fun in a grimdark environment. Really is an army that's packed full of character and detail and just a bit of a laugh. And look at this model. There was no reason for Games Workshop to sculpt a model like this. Pure fun, pure enjoyment of the setting, and bringing that little bit of humour into it. So I thought I'd get him painted up. Cleaned him up, drilled a little hole in his undercarriage, pinned him onto a little bit of paper clip that I've cut up there, and then using one of the Redgrass Games cork inserts onto the handle just to get him painted up. Now, he's not going to go on a base or anything like that after this video, because again, I do have a big project in the back of my mind that I've had in the back of my mind ever since I started deathguard that I still want to save all the Nurglings for, but I just thought this would be a fun video just to paint him up and compare him, and why indeed not. And I think that's what the kind of plush toys and all the merchandise and that kind of stuff kind of represent, really, for me, is that Games Workshop just having that bit of fun. Obviously it's about making money for them as well, but just allowing the hobbyist and the gamer just to buy something a little bit strange, a little bit weird, like a cuddly toy that can go on a shelf and do nothing more than sit there and go, yeah, that's amusing. And I think it's a great thing that Games Workshop are doing things like that, doing plush toys and those kind of pieces. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you'll know that actually my Nurglings, for my deathguard, I tend to paint the same as I paint the deathguard, from a metallic base coat, from a lead belcher base coat. Not doing that this time. You'll see the colours going on there. This isn't really a painting video. And I'm just kind of following the same painting scheme I've been following recently for my Nurgle Demon army, which I've done a couple of great and clean ones for now. I think 4 of those. And I'm going to be doing the plague bearers and things like that for it. So it's kind of more matching that colour scheme, starting off with the kind of white or bone white base coat as we're seeing here. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. So every other sort of Nurgling, or especially the helmet area that I've painted so far, has been in a certain way on top of metallic base coat, which to be honest is my preference for painting kind of deathguard models. But nothing wrong with seeing what the colour's going to come out like. And one thing I would say, whenever you're painting a model, what the base coat is makes a real difference to what the colour finish is like on the top surface. So you'll see through here the green gradually gets a little bit darker as they go, and it took 3 or 4 very thin layers to actually get the deathguard green colour on that helmet to the same colour of green as it looks when I paint my normal deathguard with that metallic undercoat. So just interesting to experiment like this, really. Real tiny model. I mean, this took me a grand total of about 20 minutes to paint, so it was not an epic painting thing. Just did it on a Saturday night before doing this video, but just a bit of joy and a bit of fun. You see I'm experimenting there. So yeah, if you do want a proper colour scheme on how I'm painting the Nurglings, this is based on my Plague Bearer colour scheme that you'll be seeing on the channel a lot more as I build up my sort of Deathguard army, or Demon army rather. So yeah, a real bit of fun model, and I think, you know, this rise of, I suppose, the plush and the gift sets and the mats and the things you can get from Games Workshop, I think it's brilliant. Just a way of expressing yourself as kind of that hobbyist and buying things other than just the models, something that I suppose years and years ago Games Workshop swore they'd never do, and now they do quite a lot of it, and I think it's a great thing, moving kind of more to the it's a collectible thing and it's more of a lifestyle brand than it is sort of toy soldiers. And I guess it's putting more money in their coffers as more and more people are probably getting 3D printed miniatures and other things like that. So yeah, just a bit of fun and my thoughts on that. And a great little model. I said just then that the fact that Games Workshop released a model like this that really has no purpose in the game apart from people looking at it and going, oh, that's amazing, that's really funny, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I absolutely adore this little model, and it was being saved for a special project. It is still going to be saved for a special project, so this is probably now going to live on this cork pin from Red Cross Games. So it'll probably live on that for the next few months until I finally do the project. It's been in the back of my mind for a couple of years, and it is something I'm going to actually get onto. So a few cryptic hints there about what this might be used for, but he is going to take pride of place on another project that I'm going to use all my Nurglings in. So if that's whetted your appetite, sort of keep following the channel. And just a final little comparison as the model is now done. This is what the plushie looks like and the model that inspired it. I've not matched the colour schemes. It is a radically different colour scheme on the plushie than on the model that I've done, but it's just a bit of a laugh. I hope you enjoyed this video. Normal service will resume soon where I actually paint models that are going to go into the army, but I couldn't resist this plushie and thought it'd be a bit of fun. Cheers everybody.